washing machine's gone wrong, and it's only a small thing, and it's this push button here, the start stop one. Looks like it's jammed in. Got the top off and just looking at the colour coding of the wires. 2 greys, 2 oranges on this solenoid, and all the other connectors have got to be unplugged so I can get at this board. So that's what I'm going to do next, is see if I can unplug these. Hopefully I can. Continuing on with the actual washing machine, it's one of these surface mount switches which is gone. Let me just show you. That's what they look like. Worth about 3pence, but you have to strip the whole thing out. So the top comes off with 2 back screws. Then I've got to take that screw out, disconnect all the wires from the front panel, and this clips in, which isn't the easiest jobs to get apart. And there's one screw in the soap tray I've got to get out. Three or 4 attempts of taking this washing machine apart to get at the switch. It's an absolute blooming nightmare to do. And I realised, as well as the switch being faulty, it has a spring loaded mechanism which returns the switch to the off position, and it relies on this plastic spring which is gone brittle and doesn't spring back properly. So as well as holding the switch in, and the switch was faulty, I fitted this new switch and put it all back together. That didn't cure it, because this spring, plastic spring which presses on the switch, didn't have enough goo in it, or go in it, to return it to the off position. So it was holding the button in, so it just wasn't working properly. So in the end, what I had to do is to remove the new switch I fitted, solder 2 wires on the circuit board, and fit a completely different switch. So this is the offending article here. I've actually glued this in now, and there's no mechanism behind it, and there's space on the front panel to drill a hole and fit a switch. So I've fitted a proper start button here for the process of the washing, and run 2 wires right across inside the unit to the circuit board, and I've soldered them on where this switch was originally. So now that switch doesn't do anything, and this is the start pause button is over here now, and it's a proper switch, none of this spring loaded plastic rubbish as these are. I expect with time these will go. Absolute nightmare, because it's surface mount and my eyesight is not very good. Anyway, it's back together, and as I say, for the price of a switch, 3pence or 5pence, and this horrible bit of plastic which acts as a hinge and return spring, you know, it meant I would have had to have a new washing machine. But I managed to do it, and we've had 2 washes through it, and all these bits can now go in the rubbish bin. So thanks for watching. Sorry it's not really detailed, but it just shows you, you know, these machines are just not meant to be repaired. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like.